Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the upcoming week, looking specifically at any situation that you can think of that comes to mind as we start this reading, and I'm shuffling these cards. Think of a situation in your life. I'm looking to find out the outcome of that situation for you. So the situation can involve work, it can be personal, your love relationship, your friendships, maybe your neighbor down the street, money, finances. I mean, we've got so many different things that could be situations in our lives. And so I'm just asking for you to tune in to whatever situation you'd like to find out more information about as we do this reading for Pisces. The first card out I'm looking to ask about is the outcome of the situation that's on Pisces' mind. What is going to be the outcome of that situation for Pisces? Looking for the outcome itself. What will that be? The King of Swords. Very intellectual, very intelligent, very non-emotional. So quite the opposite of your energy. So how I think you'll know that this is the outcome is possibly you might feel not quite like yourself. Or this is somebody coming and like a judge making a decision, or your therapist talking to you about your situation, giving you a piece of advice. This can be like an accountant or a lawyer, somebody that is very intelligent, very clear-minded, clear-headed. Maybe that's the outcome. Maybe that is the outcome, is there is another person coming along, because this is really not very Piscean energy at all. So either you're going to be not recognizable to yourself because you'll be so very non-emotional, which is just not like you at all, or someone like that enters the picture or has been in the picture but gives the final declaration. It would be like a judge or a lawyer or a therapist, or somebody comes around and they give the outcome. So the outcome can be coming from some outside source that's very non-emotional but very fact-based, and here's the final outcome, and they share that news. Or this is you really embodying the energy of the King of Swords, which is very non-emotional, very factual, very intelligent, very well-spoken, truth-oriented. And so take that or leave it. Really, two ways to look at this outcome energy for your situation. When will Pisces know that the situation is resolved? When will Pisces know that the situation is resolved? I mean, aside from receiving the outcome, when you'll know it's resolved is when the cycle ends and the new cycle begins. The world is Pisces. You've been handed your diploma. Congratulations. This cycle that you've been in, it's been what it's been. It's been a situation for you. And this situation is going to come to an end, and it's a new beginning. So when you start to take a ride on the new start, you get a new job, you move to a new office, you get into a new relationship, something new begins for you. That's how you'll know that the situation you were dealing with has been resolved. How can Pisces support the most positive outcome? While the situation is playing itself out, how can Pisces support the most positive outcome? What can Pisces do to make sure that they're doing everything they need to do or should do in the right way? Wow. It's definitely something. It's like an HR situation. It's like a family court dynamic, like a divorce or a child custody battle, something, because we've got justice now. We have, it's divine justice too. It's not just regular old justice, but something is ruling in your favor. You'll know how to be the most positive and supportive when I feel this court order is released, or a judge stamps his approval or signs on the docket, on the dotted line for the docket, or, the decree is issued, the order is finalized. Something in the justice system, you've been awarded the house. You're going to get back taxes from your federal IRS claims. I don't know. There's something that financial, there's something court ordered, there's something justice system oriented, and that's how you're going to be supported for the most positive outcome. How can you trust that this is unfolding for the best? You can trust that this is unfolding for the best, Pisces. Wow. 3 major arcanas and a 4-card spread. Yikes. Big time. Something big is happening in your life. Your situation is a big situation. I can already tell that. But the Hanged Man is your energy. The Hanged Man is purposefully shifting yourself into an upside down posture, physically or mentally, to see everything from a different angle, from a new perspective. So how can Pisces trust that this is unfolding for the best? Because you're able to willingly, it's a willful surrender to go and see things from the other person's point of view, to see things from their perspective, to understand whatever your case is. There's something going on at work or legally for you, Pisces. And I believe that you're able to see what you've done and what you've contributed to the problem, but also what they've done, and how you're able to see everything from everybody's point of view and perspective, which makes you the most powerful person in the room, because only I don't know how I want to phrase this. If you're only looking at situations from your point of view, you're so very sadly misinformed, uninformed. You're not. That's not how the world works. In order to really benefit, no matter what our situation is, to look at it from everybody's point of view, to be able to see things from how it made you feel, but how it made them feel, to understand. I'm not saying it's rationalizing if somebody was terrible to you or somebody was a criminal, and you're looking at them and no, that's not what I'm saying. I really am leaning more towards, like, if this was a divorce, if this was an HR situation, something happened at work. I think that even though it's been handled by the justice system, you as a psychic, emotional, intuitive person, I think you've been able to see things from all perspectives and point of views, so that it's not just about Pisces and the victimization of a Pisces. It's that you are able to see everything from all points of view. And that way it gives you a bigger sense of, no, this really was wrong. This really wasn't right. This person really acted out of order, out of line, and what they received, they deserved. That justice has, all the situations have been made right in the world. It's not always just about just because it was ruled in your favor. It's about the grand scheme of things. So I don't want to talk myself in circles, but I think you're really going to know that everything is unfolding for the best when you're able to see things from all the perspectives. It doesn't mean they're right. It's just that you're able to see from everybody's point of view. I have an additional card deck here I want to pull out just for extra clarification, verification, see what extra information we might be able to pull out for this reading for you, Pisces. All right, this is the Tarot Familiars. I have the cat tarot cards here that we've been using, and this is Tarot Familiars, another animal-based cool card deck. So let's see what else we can get. Just 3 cards for Pisces as an extra layer of information. Maybe we confirm what we already pulled, or we get a new insight. Knight of Pentacles, so movement towards resources. It's very slow usually. The Magician and their major arcana. Master Manifester, 8 of Wands. So there is right now in this time frame regarding this situation, there is going to be information moving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know, a lot of signatures, a lot of, hey, can you look over this revised draft and make sure you sign and approve all the changes, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of back and forth 8 of Wands. Like I said, everything is going to be moving slowly though, as it goes through the proper channels and proper processes. But the, initial emails of documents, look over the second draft, look over this final draft, make sure this is how you want it to read and say things and etc. But ultimately, overall, we have this trump card, the Magician. So there is this highlight of you needing to be in your manifestation energy. So really tuning in to what is going to be for the highest and best good for all concerned. Really standing in your power, Pisces. You're really good because you're so psychic, you're so intuitive anyway, but really tune in to your magician, your magic abilities, to be able to pull up from the earth, to ground in, to center down, and to pull down from the heavens and cast out your manifestation abilities. So what do you want your world to look like? What do you want the situation to look like? There is a new cycle getting ready to begin. There is this, I think this judge or this lawyer or an accountant or somebody official is coming out, and that's how you're going to know that it's over. I mean, in addition to the justice coming out and saying that, it's going to rule in your favor. But I think that you really diving into your magician energy, especially as the new cycle starts. What do you want to see? I think whatever situation you've been involved in, as it starts to come to a close, that might have become your identity for so long, this legal process. And so in order to start this new cycle, this new version of you, really tap into your manifestation abilities so that you pull in the energy that you do want. And as you release what you no longer need or want, I think really call on your magician abilities. Pisces, I hope this reading helps you. I hope it serves you in some way, shape, or form in your life, in your situation that you're dealing with. Thank you very much for being here. And all I really ask of you is some form of interaction with my channel. If you would like it, subscribe to the video, the channel. I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok. If you share your comments, if you repost, if you share the videos, like I said, any interaction really does help to boost the channel and encourage more videos to come out. So thank you very much, Pisces, for being here. I wish you the very best on your journey. Namaste.